Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico. Greg Olson set to get this one started. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. He's going to about to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
First down, right back to Johnson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
46. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Go! Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Howard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. On the give, it's Johnson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Howard to throw it here, 3rd and short. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's in. And Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Browns nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. We'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Ready, go!
They'll run, and this is Quinshawn Judkins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That one is complete to Hartman. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Cleveland.
Warriors, 17. Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Play action, it's Sanders. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. From the gun, it's Shador. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Ready? Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake, here's Howard. That is caught to the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. Touchdown number 9 for the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready?
On play action, Shador. And he gets back to Hardman. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's a Browns first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That pickup good for 29 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, Cowboy 80, go!
Sanders going to throw again. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Ready, go!
Duncan will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 43, here's second down and 2. They'll go again with Johnson. Inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Point after, coming up here. The kick is good, and the Steelers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. As Shador on first down. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he will go all the way. David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. luxury to have an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
The extra point is good. And the Browns draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Ready up. Go. 6, Cooper, 19.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Howard now to throw it here on 2nd down. Truss, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 3rd down is Howard. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
Okay, break. Here we go, here we go. Ready?
They'll throw on 1st down with Sanders. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
36-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Another run here with Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
Cowboy 80, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check up.
To throw it on first down is Howard. That is caught at the 3. And he takes a big lick at the end of that one, but he hangs on to the football. That's what counts. And he has him set up first and goal at the 2.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Here we go, set. 70, Timberwolf.
Johnson. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal.
79. Cougar 19. Go. Set, go.
So we'll get a second and goal when we return. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they come up now second and goal.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now they'll try to run the jet sweep. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll motion over Samuel. On third and goal, here's Howard. It is brought in the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown Steelers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cole will come in on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Defender drapes all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it's going to lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Back deep is Darius Davis. This one, fielded beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Johnson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun, it's Howard. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over just shy of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Warriors, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
They go play action now with Sanders. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They go play action with Sanders. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Now Sanders on 3rd and long. This one complete right side. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. And that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Get it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw again is Sanders. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and inches.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Steelers' 18-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Throwing again is Sanders. There's a short throw caught by Njoku.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. so far.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. From PAT, up and good. And the Browns are back to within 7. It's 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. On first down. Short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On second down, Howard hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So, in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. 2nd and 10.
10, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. That's caught right side, it's Freiermuth. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll run with Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
Let's go now. 76.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. There's a screen set up for Judkins. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Going deep downfield for Judy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
That's caught. It's Isaiah Bond. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, Brown. And special teams changes the momentum. Right after a 3-and-out, you think you're getting the ball back instead. Not just a turnover, Greg, but a touchdown the other way.
Yeah, and you can just see their body language. The wind has come out of their sails. The offense is fired up. Great job defense. You force a 3-and-out, and you got your helmet on. You think you're about to take the field and get a possession. Next thing you know, disaster strikes. Not only the turnover, Mike, the scoop score, and they take it back for 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Howard. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
6 yards.
A huge play just before the half. 36 yards.
36 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
He gets it to Samuel, left side. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. He'll bang that one through. It's good. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Now Shador on first down. That one is complete to Hartman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second and 3. Now Shador. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Misconnect trying to get it to Quinshon Judkins out of the backfield. And that'll set up fourth down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. Davis to return it. And some nifty running on the return. Picks up some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
There we go. Set. Cowboy.
They'll motion over Samuel. Howard to throw here on first down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Howard now to throw it here on second down. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is third and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on third down is Howard. He's got his tight end. That's fire move. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up here. First and 10. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration, and bring him down for a loss.
Second down, it's Howard. Throughout, another catch for his favorite target. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Howard. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Play action. It's Howard. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete.
So far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. To throw again, it's Howard. Metcalf, left side, he's got it. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
They'll throw on 1st down with Sanders. And he gets back to Hardwick. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Okay, ready?
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Shot. 60. Go.
On play action, Shador. That is caught right side. That's Hammond. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Mustang 19.
Sanders on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that is caught, but they say out of bounds. Out of bounds. Throw took him beyond the sideline. And they're going to turn the ball over on down.
Relying on your kicker to throw the ball in an actual NFL game is certainly one choice, and that play from the jump just didn't seem like it had much of a chance. I mean, next time your kicker comes out there, just let him do his job and kick it.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler 1st down.
First down. A gain of 14. And a Steeler 1st down.
Now it's Johnson. And this tackle there, he pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set.
They'll motion over Samuel. From the gun, it's Howard. Down inside the 10. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Steelers. It is his 3rd touchdown of the game. And 18 now on the season. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
Blue striker. Ready, ready. Yellow, light blue. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Escaping to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Set.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku.
Down. Yep, ready.
Now, faking the give. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Hustle, hustle.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Smash, red. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw again. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a 1st down.
50, green. Hut, hut.
Back to the air one more time. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Cleveland.
by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
Let's go now. Blue, 32. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for two doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. Just 2 scores down. This is really taking a chance. With a quarter plus to play, they line up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Cougar 19. 72. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Again, and here's Johnson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain
Now a 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 2. Here we go. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll throw for it with Howard. That's incomplete. Derek Carr on 4th down. It does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Pittsburgh there separated the mass ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
60 series.
It's a gain of 60
Right,
yards.
97.
That's good for a Browns first
Black
down.
Ultra.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
You, come on, set, hut.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. Jawan Jones guilty of the infraction. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
50, slide through. Hut.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Browns will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns. Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
Claws red. Ready. Yep, hut, hut.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Forced out wide. He's going to run it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go, set, go.
He'll look to throw. That one is complete to Hartman. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 9.
7-yard line.
Shot, 17. Drill green. Ready.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's out wide to Judkins. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
On the set. Ready, ready. Drill, 60 red. 60 red. Check, hut.
That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
That's good.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he gets that to Hartman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard gain brings up second and 3. The Steelers' 8-yard line.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
Set clock. 10. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got it at the 3. And he will score. Game on. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown Browns. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake, here's Howard. They go sideline, and he stays in. Downs got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Howard. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. Just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
On 2nd down, a run with Johnson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And they will
You got lucky as fuck, dog.
Get him down. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 37 yards.
You just don't see speed out of the tight end position like this guy, Mike. I mean, to catch an underneath ball and have the ability to turn into a runner, that's something we traditionally see from wide receivers and running backs, but this guy's as fast as anybody in the league.
To throw it on 1st down is Howard. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. No problem there on the extra point. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Down.
Back to the air once more on second down. Look at that pass. Slinged it across his body and connected. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Right.
And the Browns, first down.
Ready?
1st and 10.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go. Steal. Black. 10 black. Blaster. 6. Set.
They'll look to throw again. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Well, he's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw, not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And for this young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
Now, for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers are going to extend their lead.
62. Browns, 45.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And this will work out quite well. Let's get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Ready. 5. 97. Ready.
Judkins down on 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, second down, they need 7.
Set. Ready. Yellow. 42 needle.
Check.
Needle blue. Set. Cut.
Open man, that is bomb. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down. Downfield for Njoku. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Nick, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Set.
Back to the air one more time. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Ready.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They finish off the regular season in grand style. They are...
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted